The show is called Avatar: The Last Airbender. 100 years have passed since a great war begun, and only the Avatar, master of all four elements, is capable of ending it. But when the world needed him most, he vanished. Avatar: The Last Airbender is set in a fictional world, geographically and artistically influenced by inspiring aspects of Chinese culture and the complex art of Eastern medicine. The unique and detailed animation, emotional expression of the characters, wonderfully diverse cast, fashion, and incorporation of Chinese martial arts will create an exciting and visually stimulating environment for the viewers. It will have viewers learning and questioning about who the Avatar really is and what that name really means in just the opening scene. A hopeful monologue spoken by a powerful but soft voice will usher viewers into a beautiful but complex world of supernatural powers, nature, spirituality, war, healing, and a fight for peace. These adult themes, paired with childlike innocence, humor, and spiritual growth, will have viewers laughing, crying, and learning about themselves throughout the show. Michael Dante DiMartino and Brian Konietzko paint a masterpiece in which viewers will get to be a part of the characters' lives and to feel what they feel. Avatar: The Last Airbender will allow young children, teenagers, and adults to relate and connect with the main characters as they embark on a mission to heal their war-torn world and themselves together. In this land, nations have begun to lose their hope of ever ending the war plaguing their world. There are 4 separate nations spread across the globe: the Water Tribes, the Earth Kingdom, the Fire Nation, and the Air Nomads. We will get a look into how each nation lives, thrives, and struggles throughout the show. Across the world, certain people of these tribes possess the ability to bend and manipulate one or more of the Earth's main elements. The issue of deciding to use those powers for good or evil has caused major upset and brought this world into a state of ongoing power struggles. The Fire Nation, as a whole, seems like a collective antagonist to the story. Its power-hungry main leaders express intent to take over the nations through force and aggression. The opening monologue will explain that they did in fact start the war. However, each nation plays a key part in the separation of their people and in their connection. Because they are all seemingly so different, conflicts arise and will lead to the troubled environment the main protagonists soon must fight physically and spiritually to mend. In the opening, viewers will be introduced to Katara, eldest sister and mature leader in her water tribe, and her younger brother Sokka, a goofy, curious, and determined boy who struggles to be taken seriously. The tribe is small and isolated, so Katara and Sokka will have plenty of time to engage in typical sibling banter and an occasional adventure. These 2 characters will not only be essential to the story, but will also give viewers comedic relief through their interactions. They will help guide a crew of wildly different but important characters together to form the show's main protagonist group. In the midst of one of their trips together through the Water Tribe, they come across Aang. Aang is a mystery to them, and he's found frozen in ice along with his animal guide, a flying sky bison named Appa. These 3 are our guide to the whole story, and they will take viewers along with them to see every part of their adventures. Katara, Sokka, and Aang will aid each other as they, along with the audience, learn of Aang's past and why he was found frozen in ice and what his true purpose is. He possesses an energy unique in their world, and unparalleled powerful abilities and elemental control. He is technically 12 years old, but his soul is ancient. This brings a special type of depth to his character. Together, with their combined strengths and weaknesses, they fight as a single being rather than separate people. Fighting and fleeing the Fire Nation will involve a little extra emotional detail because viewers will not only get to see the protagonist's growth in everything, but also the antagonists. We'll get to observe both sides in a vulnerable light. Zuko, for example, is the Fire Lord's banished son, who's desperate to be accepted and regain the approval of his father, but will he be able to accept himself in the process? The characters of this show will be proof that no one is ever as simple as what you might perceive them to be on the outside. No person is just one layer. Humans are multifaceted, complex beings, each holding a unique story to tell and lessons to teach. Katara and Sokka, 2 main characters that bring light and laughter to the audience, will also carry the grief of losing a parent and having to grow up too fast. Aang must learn to accept himself while simultaneously coping with the pressure to live up to exceedingly high expectations the whole world seems to have for him. Zuko's Uncle Iroh a wise, respected leader will struggle to raise and teach his estranged nephew difficult life lessons. All of these relationships and complicated identities can easily be compared to real-life situations. Watching their personalities deepen and reveal themselves layer by layer will teach viewers that just like the characters, anyone is capable of changing, adapting, and connecting. These important teachings are also meant to draw out the audience emotions in an artistic way. Acceptance and spiritual growth, two of the main themes of the show, will push viewers to not only watch the characters going through the process, but also to examine their own spiritual self and identity. As the show goes on, other relatable topics like forgiveness, patience, second chances, compromise, and love will surface. It's important to have things like this come up in a show with broad target audiences, because these are lessons essential to happiness in real life. The characters serve as teachers in a way. They will make their mistakes, learn from them, and better themselves collectively and individually in the process. Avatar: The Last Airbender incorporates heavy themes, topics, struggles, and triumphs, while simultaneously combining multiple genres in the most creative way. It's a drama filled with emotional, moral dilemmas and complicated relationships that will mirror real-life situations. It's a comedy with some childish jokes, but also subtle adult humor that'll have viewers repeating lines to their friends and laughing out loud. It's going to have incredibly creative and magical battle action scenes, with twists to baffle whoever is watching. It is also spiritually stimulating. The show will appeal to humans' innate desire for beauty, fantasy, knowledge of the universe, and an understanding of ourselves. We'll get to learn these lessons from ancient leaders and magical beasts, just like the characters. The goal is that viewers will take these lessons with them and share them with those who need it.